talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide up. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, read this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time efficient. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Carr going to throw right away. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there.
to 3rd and 5. Here's Carr. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, the Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, when it comes to throwing the deep ball, no one has ever questioned the arm strength of Jameis Winston. And this is a beautiful throw right here.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Ball again on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. David Onyemata, excellent effort, and he earns a tackle for loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Play fake. Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hall again on 2nd down.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
That's good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to put that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Carr to throw again. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Chandler Jones is now over 100 sacks in his career and has had at least 10 in each of his last 7 full seasons. Las Vegas, they got real good, real fast when they landed him in the offseason.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, the return is Reed.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They go play action. Winston. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
There's Chris Olave.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A toss left side for Hall.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Ball again on 2nd down.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And Dalton will just sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Andy Dalton, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage. The 17.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not going to dictate any defense. And guess what? Now you're getting out of tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Play action now, Winston. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry as the first half is winding down. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. What's good on the extra point? And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think
under pressure, they got him again. Alontae Taylor brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Landry now on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Well, this defense has got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp at all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 42.
Following the interception, Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So he's been automatic to this part of the season and reconnects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Now Carr. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh, my God.
He's got a man, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bounds away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
On 2nd down, Winston again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they try to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
50 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
On play action, now Carr.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lots of look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll run with Hall.
And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Throwing the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This game that was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles.